What's up, everybody? This is the Brushed Ranger here, and today we're doing a Q&A for 500 subscribers. I haven't hit it yet, but it's close enough to the point I better start making this video. I asked everyone for multiple questions, so if you see someone asking multiple questions, they're not hogging, I'm not picking favorites. I asked everyone to say multiple questions, that way I had enough to fill out the video. So without further ado, let's get into the video. The legendary Swizz Prime, a fellow Transformers content creator, asks me, what are you most excited for as a content creator this year, knowing it's the 40th anniversary of Transformers? The fact that Transformers is 40 years old and double my age is kinda crazy to me. And it's kind of unique considering Transformers has so many fans from different eras. There are a lot of people who love Beast Wars. There's a lot of people who grew up on animated. There's a lot of people who watched the movies or read the comics. There's a lot of different types of Transformers fans. And I think that's great about this franchise. And hopefully they find a way to satisfy all the different kinds of fans of Transformers this year. That's my hope. But as a content creator, Transformers 1, the new comics by Skybound, and Transformers Reactivate news and gameplay this year. I'm really excited for Transformers 1, more so considering the fact I'm not even sure if we're getting a beta for Reactivate, but if we do, I will cover it. But Transformers 1 feels like a love letter to Transformers fans, considering it's telling the original story, how the war began, how Optimus and Megatron were before the war, what their brothership was like, considering the fact in the movies, they say, "You are my brother, Optimus. You are my brother, Megatron. Stop this." A lot, considering they say that a lot, you never get to see that or feel that. It just feels like Megatron's just a big, angry, spiky guy. So I'm really glad that modern audiences actually get to understand and see the origin story of some of the most iconic characters in fiction, because it's really sad considering how little people actually know, because it's not as mainstream. It had Transformers Prime flashbacks, yes, but other than that, had a bunch of comics, and that's about it. So I'm really glad to be seeing that. Not to say I'm not excited for Reactivate, but I'm excited for both. But I think we'll see more Transformers 1 content than Reactivate content this year. It's one feature you want in Transformers Reactivate. Speaking of Reactivate, I get the cheat here because I've been calling a social hub since day one. I've wanted the tower from Destiny 1, the headquarters from Call of Duty forever now. And we're finally getting it. It's been leaked, it's been confirmed, we're getting the social hub. It's going to be the Teletran hub, and it's going to be great. So that's what I want out of that. Do you feel like anyone could truly replace Peter Cullen and Frank Welker? If you don't know, they're the voice actors of Optimus Prime and Megatron respectively. They've been doing this since '84, which is insane to think about. No, I don't think anyone could replace them. A lot of people have tried. I'm going to throw shade at Cyberverse and the Netflix show. Both of these have voice actors who, for lack of better words, are TikTokers who their claim to fame is doing impressions of recognizable characters like Megatron and Optimus Prime. And I'm assuming they just didn't want to pay Peter Cullen, Frank Welker in order to voice act, and they decided to get someone who sounds like him. They paid the price of just having mediocre voice delivery. I would have much preferred if these actors did their own thing, kind of like how Gary Chalk and David Kaye did back in the 90s and the early 2000s. David K's Optimus is one of my favorite performances, considering he's a younger Academy dropout, rejected Optimus Prime who's trying to learn his place in the world and lead a team for the first time and going up against Decepticons when he literally has next to no combat experience outside of simulations in the Academy. So having a voice like Optimus Prime, Peter Cullen, wouldn't fit the character. So I'm really glad they didn't go with that voice direction. If that makes any sense. Sorry, that's a bit rambly. Bit of a heated topic, I guess. But you probably get what I mean. I'd rather they be like the Joker and Batman, where there's multiple interpretations of the same character. They're not afraid to try something new instead of going, "My name is Optimus Prime from Planet Cybertron." Like, anyone can do an impression, but you wouldn't hire me to be Optimus Prime in a movie. Thank you, Swiss Prime, for your questions. Next, we have another Transformers YouTuber, TF Reaper. He also covers Transformers Reactivate. He covers it like a penguin covers X, so you should definitely subscribe to this guy. He asks, other than drawing and, making videos, what do you do in your free time? That is a really good question. I play a lot of video games, and that's very evident by the fact that I have 100,000 gamer score on Xbox. If you're an Xbox gamer, you know how insane that is. I'm actually thinking about doing a video talking about it, but I essentially spent the last 8 years, or 11 years actually, ever since I got a 360 as a little kid, getting gamer score, getting achievements, and finally hit 100,000 gamer score. Might do a video on it. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that's mostly what I do in my free time. I also love going thrifting, whether that being finding cool deals on some vintage Transformers or just some other cool knickknacks that I pick up. But hanging out with friends and watching movies and YouTube. That's pretty much all I do all day. Next question from a giant robot appreciator. If they were to make a TV show / movie based on a Transformers comic, what series would you like it to be? Obviously, I am like the biggest More Meets the Eye shill. I tell everyone whenever they're like, I'm thinking about getting into Transformers comics, I then bombard them with Transformers More Meets the Eye. I mean it when I say this is one of the best pieces of media I have ever read, but I'm gonna logistically come and say I don't think it should be adapted over something like Shattered Glass or Last Stand of the Wreckers or any other self-contained story like Hearts of Steel. I think a lot of that would drive a lot of interest in Transformers in general. So yeah, I think a Shattered Glass Netflix series would be cool. Obviously not done by the same people who did the other Netflix series. We all seen how that turned out. But I think it would be pretty cool. Next question is from my good friend, Steve Prime. He has 2 questions. If you could make a new Energon type, what would it be and what would it do? What would its color be? I think yellow. I think yellow Energon, and you either become intangible like a ghost like Danny Phantom, you can go through walls, or time travel. Kind of like Timefall 2, there's 2 set points of a place, and you can go forward and backward between these 2 time periods. If you ever play that one mission of Timefall 2, you know what I'm talking about. Why yellow? I don't know. I don't think there's yellow Energon yet, so that'd be pretty cool. His next question is, what is your favorite Transformers gimmick? It's Minicons, and it's not even close, baby. I love Minicons. Hasbro, if you were to sell Minicons again, I don't even buy toys. I'd start buying toys again. Give me Minicons. I want more Minicons. They're so cute. I want to buy them all. I have a prox question is from Mind Prime. Favorite movie from the franchise? It's the 86 movie. It's a classic. How can you not love the 86 movie? My good friend Galaxy Rowlet asks, what is your thoughts on the rumors that Bumblebee could be a god? He could be a god. He came back multiple times. He killed Megatron. He faced against Unicron. He haunted Starscream and then came back from the afterlife after Optimus Prime pulled him out of it. So, honestly, considering it's either just massive plot armor because he's the Kid Appeal main character, or he is quite literally Primus incarnate. Next question is from good friend Midiko. Midiko asks, what is your thought on how Transformers reactive gameplay will be? I think it'll be a mixture between Transformers 2, like the Revenge of the Fallen game with Momentum, along with Warframe, and also War for Cybertron. You ever done like a boost or like into like a barrel roll jump in vehicle mode in War for Cybertron? I hope it's momentum-based gameplay like that. I love momentum-based games, as you can probably tell. And Cosmos Enjoyer, my good friend, gets the last word here and asks, what is my favorite Optimus design? That is such a hard question for me. You can't ask me to choose between all of them. But if I were to choose between all of the Optimus Prime designs, I grew up with animated. I do really like the Hearts of Steel design. I love the IDW kind of stylized G1 design, the Devastation design. But if I were to say, it'd probably be maybe the War for Cybertron design. It's always changing constantly. I could wake up tomorrow and be like, man, I should have said animated. But yeah, hope that answers your question. And finally, 2 more questions. These are from me. No one asked them, but I felt they were important. Is what's up with my profile picture? Who is it? And also, what is my gamer tag? What's the story if there is one behind it? My gamer tag is a combination of my favorite Fortnite character and my original Xbox 360 gamer tag. Bushranger is my favorite Fortnite character, and Bushranger and Brushed sound alike, and my friends would always call me BrushedRanger. I then rebranded, and I don't know, I think it went pretty well. I like it. And as for my profile picture, it is Neil from Call of Duty Zombies Infinite Warfare. He's a little computer robot guy in a zombie-infested theme park, and he gives you little quests and he helps you out along your zombie-killing quests, so he's pretty cool. I like him. I want to change it, but at the same time, it's just kind of iconic with my channel now. If I were to change it, I'd be afraid people wouldn't recognize me as much. So, yeah, I'm stuck with Neil for now. Thanks for watching the video, guys. It really means a lot to me. Once again, 500 subscribers. Well, what's that about? How did I reach 500 subscribers? Thanks so much. This is a huge year. I said I wanted to hit 755 subs by the end of the year, and we're already at 500, so, like, you know, we're already crushing it this year. Well, I don't know how to end videos.